Well, it's been a long time, folks, and it's one last ride of the Salty Chip Show. Damian, Salty G, and Chipkfabe. Find us on Twitter, respectively, at Chipkfabe and at Damian G347. And for however long the show lasts, depending on how this episode goes, at Salty Chips. Chip, it's been what, 6 months since we tried this, and
August, I think, was the last time we did this.
okay, so almost a year.
Yep.
And we have done a lot since we last left
Yeah.
the show. You've been enjoying the fruits of your proverbial retirement, as you can.
Sure.
For those who can't see on YouTube, he literally is living the life of luxury,
I
recording his
literally
show
have no
outside.
recording equipment. I have no recording equipment anymore. I'm using headphones. I've never done that. I'm a sound perfectionist, and it's really bothering me that I don't have my equipment. But here we are.
But on the good news, your man bun looks glorious, and the beard is on point.
The beard is my pride and joy. I blow dried it this morning, so.
No, you didn't.
I did. Oh, that's how you get it so straight.
You blew dry your beard.
Yeah.
Do you still have the beard grooming products?
I do. I still use those a lot.
Yeah.
It helps.
I actually just realized the last time I saw you was All In.
September. Yep.
Yeah, September.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And my one-day trip to Chicago.
Oh yeah, how glorious was that? You literally jumped off the plane, and then we hung out, and then went to the show, and then you went back.
Yeah, I literally went home I was there for like a total of 15 hours. There's pollen everywhere. I might have to relocate eventually.
Oh, there he goes, folks. He's got the douche glasses on now.
Yeah, I had to do it. It's too hot. I look like a major hipster.
Well, you always look like a hipster. That hasn't changed.
Well, now the bun just puts it over the top. If I had a cup of coffee, I'd be even better.
Well, I got you covered.
That's a shout out to your former Sunday morning show. I don't know if you still do that show.
Oh, we still do coffee every once in a while. As you can see, I still have mine, so we're good.
All right, yeah, it's way too hot. I'm moving inside.
He can no longer retire, folks. He's moving the show inside. So for those that don't know, while Chip is moving here, we took a bit of a hiatus. We were working with New Age Insiders, and then life kind of got in the way, and we took a hiatus. Now, for those who are new to what we did, it was a mix between pro wrestling, sports, life talk, and just a lot of shenanigans, usually revolving around Chip's beard and his awesome man bun and his weird love of Tom Brady and the Patriots.
And the cat.
So I caught everybody up really quick on what we used to do. So this all happened because yesterday you randomly texted me and you wanted to you were going to say goodbye to podcasting. Now I feel as if we're doing the show just as a remembrance, as if someone passed away, but we didn't. We just went on hiatus. So in my estimation, we never left. For those that don't know, I moved from New York to Texas, and I've been in and out of the broadcast world, going between this show, Podcast Champs, and now High Mark with Dio and Kat, Sunday Coffee with Melissa. So this was one of the shows. This was probably my favorite show to work on from a point of just any random topic.
And we put my favorite thing about the show too is we didn't put. It's going to sound bad the way I'm going to say it, but it will make sense. We didn't put much work into it. The show just came naturally, if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense.
It was, just what are we going to do? Like, we literally just did it. What did I say today? You said, what are we going to discuss? And what was always my response, including today?
Go with the wind.
Go with the wind. That's what the show was, and that's what made it so easy. It didn't feel like work. It was just, I would come home from work and be able to just sit down, not have to, prepare. It was just, we're going to talk, and it was always good.
And here we are, almost a year later.
Holy shoulders. Holy shoulders, man. Where do those come from?
What, mine?
Yeah.
The gym, baby. That's my whole life now is predicated on work, the gym, sleep, and trying to work from home. Like, that's the number one goal of mine, is to work from home.
I'm also trying to get some natural light in here, so bear with me. This show is a clusterfuck already.
Isn't that what we do?
Yep, that's what we do. Did we tweet the link out?
No, but I'm about to.
All right.
So, question for you: did you watch Blood Money?
Did I watch? Oh, I started to watch it last night for a hot
Mhm.
minute, um, and I think I saw the opening match, and that was it.
Okay. Have you seen the gifs of everything?
So I did see Undertaker and Goldberg's kind of like sandbag tombstone attempt that didn't really work.
Right.
But I heard Goldberg got knocked out.
Oh yeah, when he speared himself into the corner, from what I believe, his neck and head smashed into the turnbuckle,
Yeah.
and he was out from there on in.
Huh. Okay.
So here's my first wrestling specific question. I know I've talked about this on previous shows, but at what point do athletes and wrestlers really don't take pride in their work anymore to the point where it's just about the paycheck, and then you wind up looking like Willie Mays when he played for the Mets back in the 60s?
When he played for the Mets, no more over the backwards catches.
No, it was more I'm stumbling over my feet because I can't move.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like Willie Mays, right?
So that's why I feel as if what's their faces. That's what Taker is now. Look, man, I don't think he's been believable since the Brock match where the streak ended. I think he's
Yeah.
properly cast as the dude who comes in, gets the entrance, choke slam someone.
He's an entrance now, which is
Yes,
fine. That's all he needs to be at 55.
right.
It doesn't need to be anything more than that 55. He should. I get it. It's hard to step away from things. That's why we're back today, or are we back, or whatever
Well,
we
we're
are
back
today?
as long as we need to be back.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But that's what he needs to be. Exactly. That's him. He's back if he needs to be back. And I mean, tell me if you got a bunch of money thrown at you, you wouldn't do something that you know you probably can't do.
You know what's funny? I think my pride would kind of kick in and say, "Can I just do a run in? I'll take less money."
See, no,
Especially when you have two 50-something-year-olds going at it.
I think if you just throw me money, I'm gonna do what you asked me to do. Also, unrelated, I'm gonna kind of change up the subject.
Go ahead.
Throwback to my first microphone. This is the first podcast microphone I ever had.
I have that one in black.
Yep, the CAD U37.
I
This
have
is
that one in black.
this is what I used to record checking the boots with.
Wow.
That's crazy. I can't
Shout
even
out,
find the cord to it.
by the way, shout out to Tony.
Yes, that guy has the biggest brain out of anybody. He's so smart. He knows everything. You throw something at him, he's going to answer it in a half a second, and he doesn't give himself enough credit on that. That guy is the smartest person I know.
And for those that don't know, we're talking about referee Tony S. Chip's former co-host on the Checking the Boots podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. We started that show 4 years ago. July
Wow.
2015. July 2015, we started that show. So
So
really, I've been doing this for 3 years.
I was just going to ask, why don't you take the audience kind of into your podcast journey?
So I don't even know how it started. I think it actually started with a tweet from DC Matthews. He said, "You and Tony should do a show together." Like literally just that. And then Tony messaged me, and we started Checking the Boots. Obviously, the logo for Checking the Boots, if anybody remembers, is very much inspired by Saved by the Bell, current
Yes.
logo as well, Sawlty Chips Show. And then we did that show for a year and a half, probably.
Mhm.
We took a hiatus around WrestleMania season, like I have with every show I've done for some reason, because usually after WrestleMania, I'm burnt out on wrestling and don't care about it. And then in November of, was it 16? We were approached by NAI to do Shattered Glass Cast.
Yes.
So we did that for, no, it was November 17.
17. Mm-hmm.
17. And then that went on from October, yeah, it was October actually, October 17 to February-ish. And the Sawlty Chip Show started in March of 18, and here we are.
On and off for about a year and change.
we were consistent for about 7 or 8 months, and then
Right.
life.
You know, I I often used to think that life couldn't get in the way if you love to do something so much, but then I realized that life does get in the way, and that's why we're only able to do the show maybe once a month, once every 3 months, if that. But
Yep.
it's like we never left.
Yeah, yeah. The start was a little rough for us, but we're good now.
Well, the start's always been rough. We never start off smooth.
It's always a clusterfuck. You just gotta. It's like you really gotta earn it. You gotta fight through it and earn it to listen to the show. You just gotta fight through it. Like it's like The Office. You gotta fight through season 1, but then once you get to season 2, you earned it. You can like the show. You can continue on.
The Office does nothing for me. Zero.
All right, so this is officially my retirement. My co-host doesn't like The Office. I can't continue. This is my retirement.
You can't work with me anymore because I don't like The Office.
You're wrong.
How am I wrong? I just can't get into it. I'm not saying it's bad.
Opinions are fine, but there are wrong opinions, and you have the wrong opinion.
Again, I didn't have an opinion. I just said I can't get into it. That's not an opinion.
How far are you?
I think I've gone already up to the point where Michael's about to leave.
You didn't like season 3?
Okay, when was the season where he got married to that the crazy woman he used to work with?
Are you talking about Jim getting married to Pam?
No. Michael, when he was dating the woman he used to work for, and then she got breast implants.
Holly. Oh, Jan.
Yes.
That was season 3-ish.
Okay, so around that time,
season 3, I think she was pregnant, and Michael thought it was his, but it wasn't. It's actually Hunter's, her assistant's baby. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's where I stopped.
Okay. So yeah, that's no, not good. You gotta fight through it. You gotta earn it. Watch Parks and Rec.
I love Parks and Rec after season 2.
Yes, again, that's another show. You gotta earn it.
Have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
Yes, I have not watched the last episode though. I refuse.
You know,
I know the result.
We all do. And I called it long before it even happened. I talked to this with Topher the other day. We were saying that if you would have just ended it where they meet at the train station, that would have been fine. But to have that extra narrative of you didn't
have to explain it.
You didn't have to explain it.
Exactly.
Because the show's called How I Met Your Mother. Ta-da! I met her. That's it.
Right. You don't have to go into it. Like we don't need to know about your life with your mother now. Right?
You know, yeah. And plus, by season 9, it was just really bad. It just got really, really bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a show. I don't think I could ever go and binge watch it. I don't think. But yeah, it's not a good show. At the end, it's really not.
Who's your favorite? One of Ted's women?
Robin. Oh, that's the easy answer.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just a big fan of Robin.
No,
I thought she's phenomenal on that
She's
show.
my least favorite.
Who's your favorite?
Victoria. The baker. The girl he cheats on with Robin.
Yes. Okay. Yep. That's not the one they stole the blue French horn from the restaurant with,
He stole it with Robin.
He stole it with Robin. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no.
I'm not I watched How I Met Your Mother, but it's not like a show I would record or anything like that. It was like if it was on, I'd watch it, and I'm pretty sure I've ended up seeing every episode of it.
By accident.
Of course. Yeah. I love Lily and Marshall, you know.
Ugh, they're nauseating.
Huh?
They're nauseating.
Yeah. I like that. I like that stupid stuff, though.
You like that lovey-dovey romantic bullshit?
Oh, no, not that. I just love stupid people.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid. They were stupid.
Well, I was going through my photos. I'm going to switch topics here on the Sawlty Chip Show while we're talking about stupid behavior. I was going through my photos yesterday, and I saw the photo of us at the Rumble party with NAI back in 2018. When we were at that bar getting ready for the show. And that one picture that me, you, and Matt McCool took together while we were doing Shattered Glass Cast. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that one, because that's a very good photo.
So for those that don't know, back when we were doing Shattered Glass Cast with Matt McCool, we were at a Royal Rumble pre-show party with the NAI gang, and Chip, myself, and Matt are all taking a picture, and myself and Matt are throwing up the Too Sweet sign, and Chip is standing next to us with, for those on YouTube who can't see it, Chip, say something so they could zoom in.
Zoom in?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
There we go. There it is.
And that's Chip's face.
Look how small my beard was back then.
Look how scared you look. That's a better question.
I don't know why. Well, I don't know why. Yeah.
It's okay, Chip. It's okay.
Oh man.
So for those that don't, let me give some clarity. On that photo, I think either Chip was not wanting to take the photo or he just kind of wandered into like a facial expression that he couldn't change at the last minute. So he went with, and that's
I don't
kind
know
of how it
why I'm
stuck.
here. I don't know why I'm here.
It's
It's
like, why am I in this
basically what that
photo?
was.
That was a good photo. But I was thinking about all of that, like that whole, that's kind of where we all hit our kind of prime in terms of doing broadcasts and podcasts, where
All of us on the network.
all of us on network, we were just in our element. It was a family environment. Everyone we knew from NAI, that NAI family, was there. And then the post Rumble show, we did from the hotel room and all that shenanigans that was happening then, which was, yeah.
The
Remember
P
that?
story.
The P story.
Story.
Yes, the
Oh
P
my
story.
god. Yeah.
Do you want to tell the audience what
that,
the P story is?
Long story short, I was Chip, and I let sorry, Biff. I let your friend hang out with us, and he was very drunk. He went to go pee, which is normal. But the hotel room had a wall where my air mattress was in the bathroom shared a wall. Now, mind you, let's just say here's my bed, here's the wall. The toilet's on the other side, so it's not like the toilet shared the wall that I was sharing my air mattress with. But somehow he peed on the opposite wall, and in the shower, and all over the toilet, and in the sink.
Wait,
and I did.
What?
You didn't know that part?
No, I knew most of it, but how did he pee in all those targets?
I have to imagine he was just doing a 360 around the bathroom, just like. So nobody believed me when I said he's peeing. I just yelled, he's peeing, in like the whisper yell.
He's peeing.
That I did that, and Jason from NAI goes, yeah, I'm sure he is. He's in the bathroom. And no, and so I just said, no, he's peeing everywhere, and he's like, yeah, right, sure, okay. So then he gets out of the bathroom, and Dylan Salone goes in. He goes in, and then he comes out of the bathroom, and he goes, there's piss everywhere, like screams it, and the kid just sits down. It's like, yeah. So like, yeah, it's time to go. Like you got to leave. You don't have to go home, but can't be here.
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves. About 20 minutes later, he comes back. He knocked on the door. I opened it like a moron. He goes, so I got locked out of my room. I got to pee. Can I use your bathroom? So I let him, and then he peed everywhere again. And then maybe an hour later, I poked my head out into the hallway, and he was asleep on the floor outside of his hotel room. Shout out to Biff. I never bring him to an event again, please.
I don't know if they still talk, but yeah, I
They
don't
do.
think.
They do.
Okay.
They do. Yeah.
I wonder if he knows it's about him.
What's that?
I wonder if that guy knows it's about him.
He does.
Okay.
He listened to that famous episode of the show, of the NAI pod. He listened to that famous episode. He knows it's about him. He also knew about it the next day. He goes, I'm sorry. He's like, no, I don't forgive you. You peed all over my hotel room, man.
Yeah, no. Did you incur any charges with that?
Not that I know of. I mean, we cleaned it up with towels-ish. Like, I mean, that's all. Yeah. I don't even want to think about that. My bun just held my headphones on from falling off.
Nice.
That's why I have the bun.
The man bun has multi-purpose.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't have recording equipment, so these beats are working pretty well. Hopefully. If you can't hear me, tweet me.
Well, here's the thing. I'm looking at you on the screen, and all I keep thinking is you're like 10 years removed from being one of those old martial arts masters with the man bun and the long beard, and all you need to do is start playing with it, and then you're going to like kick someone's ass like in a Bruce Lee movie.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
I love my beard. It's not as long as it normally is. I didn't blow dry it enough today. But
oh my God, he blow dries his beard.
I do. That's how you get the extra length. If you don't, it just gets all crumpled up, and it looks like that. So you got to blow dry it, bring it down more.
What's that thing with the magnetic strip? Is Willy or something like that? Where you play with the beard and you put it on his head and then you put it in his beard?
Oh,
That's you.
I've never heard of that. I never heard of that. Well, I look like an upside down face because my beard is like look like if you put me upside down, I'd have spiky hair.
I'm out. Right. I'm out.
So now you're retiring too. Oh, see, this always happens once an episode. He puts his microphone down and makes me talk for a weird period of time, and then I just ramble on like I am right now, and then he just gives me that look. It's like, keep on going, and I can't do it. So you got to come back. Change.
So for those that don't know, usually when Chip says something that makes me just want to walk away, I just turn the mic off, let him talk. I let him suffer to talk for that long. And then he kind of looks at me with the face of, what do I do now?
Yeah, like I'm now in the point of rambling where I'm not making sense. So come back.
Please come back.
Please come back.
So yes, you still have that John Cena never give up towel behind you.
I do. This is the former set.
Wow. Memories.
I hung it up just for this.
Just for this?
I'm just kidding. It's been up there the whole time. I've never taken it down.
So have you been keeping up with any wrestling aside from the brief Blood Money clips?
No, not really. I don't care. Like I did watch Double or Nothing. I'm very intrigued by them. I got a nice like 90s WCW feel out of that, and that's like my favorite type of wrestling. So when that is regular TV, I will try to make that weekly viewing. But no, I just don't care anymore.
So when you say 90s WCW, are you referring to pre-NWO, post-NWO?
So I'm thinking like Surfer Sting era. I love that goofy PG family stuff, but like good storytelling. I don't mind PG storytelling if it's done correctly. Like I don't need Attitude Era. I don't care about blood, gore, violence. I don't care about that. As long as you're telling me a good story, it can be rated G. Like I'm a Toy Story fanatic. I got opening day tickets to Toy Story by myself. Like I don't care. As long as you're telling me a good story, no, I don't care what the rating is.
Did you ever watch Saturday Morning Slam?
Yes, I did. I loved that.
And that was G-rated.
I know. I thought I loved that show. And Daniel Bryan being on commentary for it sometimes was the icing on the cake.
Well, I distinctly remember an episode where he wrestled Tyson Kidd, and one of them was wrapped into a ball, and he kept pushing him.
Pushing him over.
Yeah, he kept pushing him around the ring, and
Tyson Kidd, because he wouldn't get pinned that way, because every time he rolled over, he'd roll over to the other shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep, I do remember that episode. That was actually one of my favorite Daniel Bryans until this current one. Well, WWE champion Daniel Bryan. Yeah, he could have been. He's old enough to have been a WCW champion in like 2000. But
I'm thinking about the new Daniel Bryan, which I think is completely hilarious. I honestly think this is one of his best runs.
Well, that's because this is like him. This is actually him.
Yeah.
Like he actually believes what he's saying.
He's the Planet's champion, of course.
Yeah. His belt was made out of weed.
No, sir. It was hemp, not weed.
It's weed.
Get it right. It's hemp.
But they couldn't say weed. If they could have said this is made out of weed, they would have.
Well, if you want to bring back the Attitude Era, there you go. Just call it weed.
Yeah. But I thought Double or Nothing was fantastic. I loved the Cody and Dustin match. I loved it, and especially because they couldn't talk about it, but we all knew the WWE backstory. Like if you add that into the story, it makes so much sense, and it was phenomenal. And the match was good.
Oh, it was good. Really no, good. I've seen the match. It is really good storytelling. It is building. It's almost as if it's a blood feud, but it was one of those where older brother, younger brother gonna scrap, and at the end of it, they're gonna hug because they're brothers. But at the same time, you could tell there was animosity.
I almost wish they didn't, because I loved the image of Cody walking out and wiping his brother's blood on his chest. Like I finally murdered my brother. It's me now. And then he could have just left, and that would have been a good ending. I love the image of him just taking the blood off his face and wiping it across his chest. I love that.
Well, that's also a grounds for hepatitis, but that's beside the point.
I hope not, but
not saying Dustin has hepatitis, but I'm just,
yeah, don't start that kind of rumor.
Let's not start those rumors here on Sawlty Chips, because then we'll be back off the air for other reasons.
Yeah, we actually won't be able to do this again, like
ever.
Yeah.
I'd have to wear that fake mustache like Bobby Valentine and the hat.
I can't wear a fake mustache. I have a real one.
No.
Yeah.
No. See, you're about 2 seconds from 2 seconds from the microphone.
Speaking of mustaches and beards, where's yours? It's not as long as it used to be.
Nah, I've kind of adapted into this whole. I like looking youthful, because
Okay.
I full disclosure, folks, I don't like aging. Aging scares me.
Okay.
That means for me, we're going to get into a little bit of psychoanalysis here. So, Puerto Rican Dr. Phil at your service. Uh, so, I don't like aging. So, whenever I see gray hair, whenever I see a whole lot of like dark circles and all that jazz, I get mortified because I feel as if my aesthetic peak was only maybe 4 years.
Okay.
And it finally took me to say, like, wow, I honestly believe I'm an attractive human being finally after years of thinking I was ugly.
Yeah.
And then when I see gray hair and I see receding hairlines and
Yeah.
other old man problems like knee pain and all that other jazz,
That's
I
why I
start.
grew a bun.
You grew up on what?
I grew a bun because of my receding hairline. It takes the focus of my receding hairline away.
But see, for you, it looks well kept. I'll give you credit. It looks really well kept.
Thank you. I need to trim up the sides a little bit, but if you saw the wedding pictures from Dylan and Nicole's wedding,
I did see.
that was right when I did the bun thing,
Okay.
and it looked good there.
By the way, congrats to those two for getting married.
Yes, and weirdly enough, this is the reason I found them, because of this community, and I was a groomsman in their wedding. It's crazy.
That's awesome, dude.
Yep, it's crazy. And we've gone to Disney together. So
let's talk about your last Disney trip. How was that for the folks?
Phenomenal. I want to go back. I will go back tomorrow.
You would live at Disney if you could.
My dream is to be a cast member at Disney.
I like that.
I would love to be. I don't care about sitting in a costume all day. Like, I could sit in a goofy costume all day just to be in Disney.
Even if it's 100 degrees outside?
Yep, just to be in Disney, absolutely, I'll do it. And to make probably not good money, but to make money on top of it, yeah.
Well, what's
That's the
stopping
happiest place. There's no job postings for it.
There's job postings. You just have to look.
For cast member, I haven't seen them. Trust me, I look.
You look daily?
Probably.
Okay, so anywhere from the Walt Disney Company, if you're looking to hire a cast member, my co-host is a well-groomed, well-versed, well-spoken Disney fanatic with a gnarly beard and great hair bun. He's what you're looking for. Just saying.
I just showed off the bun.
Yeah, I can see.
See, I want to hold this microphone just for like aesthetic, but it doesn't work. So.
Well, we've already told the audience it doesn't work. So.
Right. But I just feel like I need to have a microphone because you're holding yours, and I'm just like, I'm so used to my stand like blocking my face, and I'm always like having to move it up and down during the shows. It feels weird to have nothing.
So aside from not watching wrestling and wanting to be a Disney cast member, what have you been up to?
Work.
One more and I'll believe you.
Work. Yep. Yeah. So I just, when I come home, it's basically wake up, go to work, come home, bed. There's like nothing in between.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
But I like my work. I like what we do. I believe in the mission of where I work. So I don't mind doing it until I don't.
I mean, I know what you do for a living, and a lot of us who know you know what you do for a living, and I applaud you for being able to do it. I see a lot of the fundraisers. I see a lot of you participating with the people you work with, and the population you work for, and you look like you're having the best time.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can put a smile on their face, but yeah, I do. I believe in what we do. So while I don't always want to be there, I do it because I believe in it. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm surrounded by good people. We have I'm on the management team, and our management team we all kind of believe in the same things. We believe in the mission. And again, while we all don't want to be there, and we know what we make, just the I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the impact we can make, it makes it somewhat worth it.
Somewhat.
Not somewhat. It does make it worth it, but there are days where it's just like, oh, I just want to go home. I don't want to do this. But
Yeah.
and then when you see, that kid that doesn't necessarily have a good home life be able to play basketball. I saw a blind kid make a shot the other day. That was cool. Like, stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, that's why I do it. And I get an office.
Oh, that's good.
I've never had an office before. It's a closet. It was a storage closet, but it is now an office.
What do you have in your office?
I have very much that banner behind me, but the Red Sox one.
Ugh.
A small desk, a computer, and pops. Not this pop though. This pop stays at home.
Oh no! Never bring that Eva Marie pop out in public.
But I also have this one, which is a pretty cool one.
Yes, Slinky Dog. For those who haven't seen it, from Toy Story.
And I have Alice in the Mad Tea Party. I bought that in Disney, and I have Aladdin's First Wish.
Did you see the movie?
I have not yet, but I heard it blew the animated one out of the water.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
It was good, but I didn't do the direct comparison. I saw it as a totally separate. You know how like the MCU is different from the comic books?
Yeah.
That's how I looked at this movie. I looked at this version of Aladdin as a separate universe that is kind of different from the animated universe. So you had to make it more realistic as a fantasy movie can be. But I've told people this, it was Hitch 2.0 for me. I feel like Will Smith Genie was Hitch.
Well, that's what I've heard. I heard it was Will Smith was Will Smith in the show. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I really do want to see it, but I'm so excited for the Lion King live action. So excited. I can't wait for that.
Are you going to cry?
When Mufasa dies? Absolutely.
Everybody is.
Like it's gonna look so real, and just like when Scar claws him and he goes down, it's just gonna be waterworks.
Long live the king.
I actually, on my way home from work today, the last song that played in my car was "Be Prepared." So I mean, funny. Ironic for many reasons. One being we're talking about it now, and two, trying to get prepared for the show. Obviously, I had a lot of updates to this computer because I really haven't used much since my semi-retirement, and yeah.
So
I don't know why.
Go ahead.
I don't know if this is retirement. Never say never.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you next. Considering that this may have been, maybe it's a retirement of the wrestling content.
Yeah, fuck wrestling.
But what else? Where can we take this show for those who have been ardent listeners? Because there's one in particular, number one, who is ecstatic for this show.
Yep. She literally tweeted back at my tweet about coming back within 20 seconds. It was unbelievable.
And she inevitably cried.
Did she?
Probably. Knowing her,
where is she?
Not here.
Call her in.
I don't know if she's here.
Is that a thing? Can we call people in?
I don't know. Let me make that phone call real quick. I'm going to put my mic on mute, and then you can make that phone call. Hold on.
Yeah. Does this mean I have to talk through the muting?
Yes. I'll be right back.
The mutation. Is that an actual thing? I'm not going to be able to do this for so long. How am I? See, now he even took the headphones out, and now the mic is muted, and I'm just trying to talk. He's telling me to roll with it, and I can't. Oh, and now he's actually getting up. God damn it, I'm scared. I can't talk this long. I really can't. He's in his bed. Why didn't I do this show from my bed? I should have done it from the bed. Oh, his coffee's still sitting there. Is anybody actually listening to this? Because if you are, I'm sorry. This sucks. He actually left. He actually left the room. He's never actually left the room before. He's never let me talk this long. I need him to come back like now. I'm gonna text him, tell him he needs to come back now. Come back. Please come back. See, this is why I went into retirement, because I always feared having to talk for this long by myself, and then I just go into run-on sentences and look for weird things. I see his shadow. Oh, there's the thumbs up. I don't know if he can hear what I'm saying, but I'm just rambling on and on and on and on and on. Put your headphones in. I can't do this much longer. This is too much.
Oh, we're fine. I just went to get our special guest.
Yeah. Did you hear me talking that whole time? Oh, she is there. Hi. I just rambled on for a long time.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I'm very I'm very jealous that you're doing the show from your bed because I can't relate. My bed's behind me, but I'm sitting in a folding chair, and it hurts a lot. Yeah. Were you watching the show? I started the show outside.
Oh, I didn't see it was live.
Yeah, we retweeted it out.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
I started the show from my retirement spot in my backyard.
Oh, such a giver, Chip.
Yeah. Now I'm inside. It was too hot, and I had Damian called them my what were they? My douche glasses.
Your douchey sunglasses, yes.
Douchey sunglasses. I don't want. They're not douchey. I just look like a hipster.
Put them on. Okay, he doesn't want to put them on.
I don't know where they are. I don't remember where I put them.
So for those just tuning in, this is my co-host for the Sunday Coffee Show that I do every once in a while, Melissa Foss.
Once in a while. I think we've done it once.
We've done it twice. And she has guest appeared on the High Mark podcast with myself and Dio. Melissa Foss, ardent wrestling fan, wrestling supporter.
Is that the former Podcast Champs?
What was that?
Podcast Champs, right?
And Podcast Champs, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't find my sunglasses. That's
and you can find her. You can find her.
Threw them out the window.
Just threw them out the window.
Yeah, basically. He reached into my computer screen and just threw them out.
Exactly.
Goodness Lord.
I wish that happened.
I don't, because those are very expensive sunglasses.
So to cue Melissa in here, we were discussing, since Chip says this may not be the retirement show.
It might be.
It might be, but I was saying maybe we'll retire from wrestling talk.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And then we were talking about, well, the number one fan of ours would want to know what Chip is going to venture into if the show continues. So we're thinking about maybe either Disney movies, because we were talking about The Lion King potentially. He hasn't seen Aladdin.
That's good. Yeah.
But I also showed him this, which is what triggered the conversation. Just because I have a bunch of them everywhere. I have like 7 in my office at work because I ran out of room at home.
Nice.
But I don't know. I don't know what's next. OLR, maybe. We'll see.
Well, the great thing about this, and I was telling him this yesterday, is that you can really do this and talk about whatever you want. And I'm honestly okay with it. Like, it's not even wrestling, as much of a wrestling fan as I am. It's like just you two having your podcast conversations is something that I really enjoy.
I mean, we started off like normal. Like, in the first 5 minutes of the show was more than a clusterfuck. I don't know what the next level up from a clusterfuck is, but it was that.
It was the gimmick battle royal.
Can I swear?
Yeah, of course. I've already sweared like 5 times.
Have you? I haven't even noticed. And then also, I don't have equipment anymore, so I don't sound as good as I normally do, and that's been bugging me this whole show. But here we are.
I think it's fine.
Thanks. I was also going to hold this microphone that doesn't actually work, just for aesthetic, just to pretend that.
Like very Price is Right.
Yeah, like this doesn't actually work. I'm going to hold it anyways.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on the Sawlty Chip Show.
Oh, maybe that's what we should do. We should make this a game show.
Okay.
I don't know how. I can't give prizes, but
we can give shout outs on Twitter.
Sure.
And you can do a damn it Chip where you fall through a table again.
I thought you were gonna say dance. I was gonna say no, stop there.
You could dance too. I'm sure the ladies out there would appreciate your dance moves.
I promise they won't. I promise.
I don't know.
Oh, I promise. But I don't know.
So while we have our number one fan here, let's get her feedback. If the show was going to deviate from Wrestle Talk, what do you think Chip and I would be best suited to discuss on the show?
I don't know.
That's my battle.
I feel like so many podcasts are like limited to just one topic. So I'm like, why limit yourself? That's how I feel. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing we do. We don't actually like go with the wind is always what I say. And we do like, it's just whatever we talk about. Like it could be like our show literally today has been, what are we going to talk about? And talking about what we're going to try to talk about. And then we don't talk about anything. We talk about what we should talk about and we don't do it. Like that's been today, which is fun. Right?
Yeah. We've covered wrestling, Disney, briefly sports, and his man bun.
Oh, have you seen the man bun yet?
I don't know. Oh.
It's there. It's a
like
thing.
The like silhouette too. Like that's a new Twitter avatar if I've ever seen one.
Yes, do that. Yes.
side
Oh,
silhouette.
The profile silhouette of the man bun. That would work
God.
perfectly for your new ventures.
Do ventures. It's very business like. So like when I get dressed up for work, I have to like have it wet and slick back. It's not even actually a bun. It's actually a ponytail, but it works.
Nice.
It works. It's a ponytail, but it looks like a bun because it curls. But I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Help.
It looks you look like the Patriots logo, and you could be on a coin, like if you do the side profile.
I can't see the side profile because I'm looking that way.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. Okay. But yeah, when I texted you last night, I intended this to be a retirement show.
And how do you feel now?
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. It all comes down to time. It all comes down to time. But I do know the last 3 years have been awesome. Meetings, working with Tony S, working with you, working with Matt McCool. Picture aside, it's been great, and I don't know. It just all comes down to time.
Well, I think
and if work stops texting me.
Well, yeah, if work stops texting you and you actually can have time for it, but we understand because you are a man of the people and you serve the people. So that takes precedence over doing the show about randomness.
Yeah. But also, but then I have a permanent scar on my arm from this community. So like, I can't leave it.
Oh, wrestling. You give and you take.
Capone's, man. Capone's. That place ruined me.
Like those flashbacks every year because like the whole NAI crew like posts like all these like remember when you went through the table.
Actually, I just saw the other day when Mania was in Orlando, the picture of me getting stuck between the ride and the barricades and the cast member having to take a picture of me before he'd let me go through.
Right.
My man.
Like that stuff like that. Just like
every April, I look forward to all of these throwback pictures from the NAI guys.
I missed going to Mania this year. It was weird not going for the first time in 4 years. Like that's stuff that I like doing, but in this show, well, not this show and this community allowed me to do. Do I have a dog? Do you guys have a dog?
No, I'm dog.
We're dog sitting.
Okay. I was just saying, I hear a dog barking. I was like, I didn't know you had a dog. But
well, she's panting in the background. We're gonna have her on camera really quick. For those who are watching on YouTube, this is Lita.
That's not a wrestling mark name.
Is the owner a wrestling mark?
So it used to be mine, but with a divorce came decisions, and so now my ex keeps her, and he's out of town and asked me to keep an eye on her. So
okay, well, she's beautiful. How old is she?
She is 13 years old.
Wow.
I know. She's just trucking along. So.
Oh shit.
But she's needy as fuck.
She's what?
Needy as fuck.
Can she moonsault? You can be needy if you can do a moonsault.
Well, Lita couldn't do a moonsault either, so even if this one tries it, she'd probably do better.
Oh.
Don't look at me like that. You should see. You see the face I just got?
The face. Oh my god. And then the side eye into the camera after too. She's just like. Wow.
For those that don't know, Lita is Melissa's favorite wrestler.
I actually did not know that.
Yes.
I thought you were a Trish person.
Really?
I got a Trish vibe.
I mean, she was second. She is second. She's still second. But yeah, Lita was just like, she was just so cool and edgy and like this like punk vibe and like, yeah.
I mean, Trish was very stable and Lita was nobody. So like, I get it. She's different.
Yeah.
Like,
so
she moved away from the mold.
Right. So.
And she wore thongs that you could see from her baggy pants.
Yeah, she still did that in 2018. It was like that. It's just a thing now.
Is it? Well, yeah. Well, because we have something called Instagram where everyone dresses like that now, so it's not.
Yep.
It's not important anymore.
13-year-olds included, apparently.
Oh, no, we're veering into a wrong title of the show. Let's move back. Let's take it back.
The wrong title. Did we have another title that we talked about that?
No, I'm talking about let's let the topic matter. Let's drive away from that.
Okay, I'm game for that.
Don't get fired. What do we always say, Chip? Don't get fired.
Don't get fired. I did that once. I don't want to do it again. Well, I got laid off, but close enough. Yeah. What's that?
I think this could continue. I mean, obviously, like you said, it's time, But the great thing about it is that this is not something that's stringent on time or schedules or anything like that.
Right.
It's
this could be a 20-minute show.
You know? Yeah.
It could be a 20-minute show whenever. Like,
I think that's our sweet spot. I think us coming in once every couple of weeks for like a 20-minute in and out. By the way, In and Out Burger. Yesterday, y'all disappointed me because I've been trying to do this whole comparison of Whataburger, In and Out. It's like that How I Met Your Mother episode. I'm trying to find a really good burger, and In and Out disappointed me yesterday.
I've actually been on the same thing, but like I don't have good burgers around here, so I have to make my own burger apparently. But I can't find. Also, I want to go. I don't know if you follow Barstool at all, but they do this pizza thing. Whatever. I hate it, but there's this place near me called Pat's Pizza, and I really want to try it. But nothing will compare to the deep dish we had in Chicago, which I wasn't super impressed with. But
it wasn't good.
It's just the experience. It's all about the experience, and that's what that whole pizza thing was. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in my chair. I can't move. I can stand up for a second. I'll be right back. Oh.
So for those that don't know, Chip literally just walked off because old age just kicked in, and it's hilarious because Chip's dying.
See, I can still talk while I'm gone, but oh god, everything hurts.
This is like a Touched by an Angel episode where like you can't see them, you just hear the voice.
That could be every episode we do, Chip. You wouldn't even be there. We could call you the Invisible Chip, and you would be off screen.
I'm a ghost.
The ghost of Chipkfabe.
Yeah. Lives on forever. That's gonna be my new Twitter name. The ghost of Chip.
Do you feel better now?
No. Not at all. Not even a little bit. But I'm gonna sit like this and look like I'm crooked.
On the note of the Chicago pizza, when I was in Vegas for All In or
Double or Nothing.
It's sorry. Like I met up with Luke, who we had pizza with the first time around. We had
Curtain Jerker.
Mm-hmm. No, the other one.
Got it.
Yeah, not Derek, the other one. So met up with him. He like wrestled at the Crash the night before and then just flew in for the show. And like we found out there was a Giordano's in Vegas, and like that's all.
Oh yeah.
That was our only plan. We're going to the wrestling show and Giordano's because.
Okay. I didn't know there was one. I thought that was the only one. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know either until Googled it. Lo and behold.
And how was it? Was it better than how it was in Chicago? I mean, 3 a.m. pizza.
I really like deep dish pizza a lot.
Gross.
Okay, well, he clearly has a different opinion. I like it.
Yep.
The bad thing, though, is that it was really hot, and we were sitting like at this like outside bar that was serving it or whatever. So it was like the pizza was really great, but holy smokes, it was hot out. So,
are you guys going to Chicago for what's it called? All Out?
I think so. I'm planning on it. I haven't booked anything, but I'm planning on it.
Yeah. Are you, Damian?
Probably not, but hey, anything's possible. Like doing the show more than once every 4 months.
Hey, I feel that. I feel it. It hit me in the soul. The soul. I wiped my chest.
You wiped your chest talking about your soul.
Like I didn't point to it. I was like, soul. I'd like to go again, but it would probably be like a 14-hour trip again where I come in late Saturday, watch the show, get on a plane in the morning, go home. Like, that's all it needs to be though. But I can also watch it from home. But now if it's $50 to watch it again, it's like you're gonna lose.
No, these are 1996 wrestling prices for pay-per-views.
Right.
No.
Which, while I love the WCW feel, like it's price included apparently, I'm not gonna pay that. Like it's just like $50. Like I'm fine for Double or Nothing. Fine, I'll eat it. That's once. But like, what's the next one? Fight for the Fallen, or is that?
Yes,
Fighter Fest. That one.
No, that's something else.
Is that one televised?
Fighter Fest is. I think that is a part of the gaming convention thing. With
okay, so you won't see it. So you won't see anything on it apparently. No. Okay, so Fight for the Fallen. If it's cheaper, I'll watch it. But like, I also want to see Cody and Dustin tag. I really want to see that. How was that match live?
Did I cry during the whole thing? Yes. I did. And Luke, who was with me, he was like, "What do I do when you're like this?" I'm like, "Nothing. You don't do anything. I'm just a mess in wrestling." And yeah, I was crying. But it was like, I mean, it's not a secret. I'm not huge on lots of blood in wrestling matches at all. But like, I feel like that needed it. Like that match needed it. And I feel like the story that those guys told was like.
Well, see, I wonder if that was intentional, the blood. The only reason I question it is because he painted his face red. So, like, was the blood intentional to mix it with the paint and make it look like there's more blood than there really was? But then when it was like gushing, like when they zoomed in and you could see it like pouring, but like I don't know if it was intentional. I don't know if he bladed. I don't know what happened, but like I don't know if it was intentional. But it helps. Like I told Damian, I think it was before you got in the room. I love the image of Cody wiping the blood across his chest. Like, as I finally killed him off, it's me now. I'm the true Rhodes.
Right.
Like, I wish that's how it ended, but then I also like I need my brother. Like, right. That was cool too.
Oh man, I was a mess. It was, and it was so nostalgic. Like I feel like that match brought back like all these emotions of like when we all started watching. Like,
oh yeah, yep.
Like it was the same feelings, and so that's why I was just like, I can't handle it. No.
Right.
But
like I love like I said earlier, I don't need PG-13. Like I don't care what the rating is. If you can tell me a good story, I don't need blood, gore, violence, swearing, whatever.
Right.
You just tell me a good story, and it could be rated G. I'm going to Toy Story by myself on opening day because it's a G-rated movie. I should probably have a child, if I'm going on opening day, but I'm not. I'm just going by myself.
No, that's fine.
So yeah.
Okay, wait. I gotta say it. The way you made that seem, it made it seem like you were going to kidnap a poor child to watch Toy Story.
Nope. I thought about it. I didn't want to bring it up, but now you said it. No, I meant it as I should probably be a dad going with a child if I'm going opening night, but I'm not. I'm just going by myself.
Look, I can commiserate. When Pokemon, the first movie, came out, me and my older brother Marco, we went to go see it on opening night, and everyone kept asking us where our kids were, and we said, we are the kids.
Yep. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen that meme on Facebook and Twitter that floats around. It's like the guy in the movie theater by himself hugging the popcorn and with the legs up on the seat. Like just that's just gonna be me opening night. I can't sit straight. I'm so sorry.
What is wrong with you?
I'm old and washed up. Huh?
Folding chairs are not comfortable. So.
This one has paint all over it. Like it's the oldest chair I could have found.
Nice.
So it goes with the aesthetic that we're trying to do here on Sawlty Chips. Great. We're just
the casual. Well, I mean, if I knew you were doing the show from your bed, I would have done it from mine. I have the same headboard as you. I'm actually almost positive. That's awesome. Straight black.
IKEA.
Straight black wood. Yep. that was perfectly on cue. That was actually cool. that was amazing. That was actually pretty cool. But yeah, so I just wanted to come back once because I know we talked about it like 3 months ago, and then I completely bailed because I'm a terrible person. But I wanted to make sure I did it today.
So before we get off here, I just want to give quick shout outs to anyone who supported the Sawlty Chip Show, even before our hiatus and during. So you, for instance, Melissa, being our #1 fan. So me and Chip always throw up the one to commemorate you. Shout out to Battle Club Pro for always having us as sponsors.
I'm so sad I missed you ring announcing. I'm so sad.
But you could see it on YouTube. It's somewhere on the Title Match Network. I think it's Title Match. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can we go back?
Can we go back to what?
Battle Club. If I get like enough advance notice, I could drive down.
Okay. Well, we won't make this show in June, but I think the next show after that can be done.
Just let me know, because if I get enough notice, do they do monthly shows?
No, I think it's like bi-monthly.
So if it was like the end of August, I could make that happen. Or August-ish.
Look how happy Melissa is right now.
I just need enough advance notice. Okay. I mean, I don't.
Dude, she's like gonna cry.
I don't have a boss anymore. I just need to make sure I'm good on staff, and then I can make it happen.
Okay, we're burying the fact that Melissa's crying right now.
Oh, she's actually crying.
She is crying.
Oh, don't cry. Don't. No. I'm gonna close my eyes because then I'll cry. It's like throw up. When people throw up, I throw up. When people cry, I cry. So don't cry.
Oh, how about when people pee in your hotel room? Do you pee in your hotel room?
Yeah, this is officially my retirement. Yeah, that did it. That did it. That was the comment. That's the one that was like, yeah, that was the end. I'm gonna drop the mic.
He just dropped the mic. So I feel like that's the perfect way for us to end this the quasi retirement show. So we don't know when the next time we're gonna do this is, but we promise.
Real quick.
What are you holding? What is that? What is it?
Can you tell? It's the Undertaker, badass Undertaker, Big Evil.
It's Murica Taker.
I don't know why that's in a shoebox, but it's in a shoebox.
So we don't know when we're going to do this again. All we know is we appreciate the support from people like Battle Club, Melissa, Eugene, anyone, Topher, Kat, anyone who's watched Sawlty Chips, had a comment, anyone in the NAI family. I got one of those masks too, by the way, dude. I don't sleep without a mask. So
that was gonna be how I went into retirement, just putting the sleeping mask on. But
I got one too. It says "Let me sleep." So,
I thought that said "Let's party."
Either or, let's party, let's sleep. Same difference. Sleep is a party.
Yeah, can be.
So for those who have supported us from the beginning, when we did Shattered Glass Cast, back when Chip did Checking the Boots, when I did Last Mark Standing or Indie Pop, thank you. Thank you, NAI. Thank you, Chip. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Battle Club. Thank you, Matt McCool, everyone involved. We'll do this again sometime. We don't know when, but we'll let you know probably 2 days beforehand, like Chip did.
Or 12 hours. 12 hours.
12 hours, but who's counting?
You get a 12-hour notice. Yeah. Barely a 12-hour notice. We can give you 12 seconds next time. Maybe.
Hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be a 12-second episode. I don't know. But Twitter, at Chipkfabe, at DamonG347.
Is that my handle?
I believe it's at Chipkfabe, yes.
Is that still my handle?
It should still be. And if not, please correct me. At Melissa Foss 7, leader of the dog who is now sleeping.
Oh, she's beautiful. It is still my handle.
Yeah, I was right. At Chipkfabe on Twitter. And is it on Instagram as well?
No, it's Adam_Kupis.
Ooh. Shoot Dame. Yeah.
Melissa said, I don't care anymore. Yeah, I'm Adam.
That's Adam. Chip is actually Adam.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're actually the same person.
Yep.
We're actually the same person.
I know. I didn't get the memo until like a month ago that I should have had like some kind of like other name, and so now I'm like I'm way too far into this. It's just my real name. So
yeah. So, I'm Chip Adam. I'm Chip Adams. Ooh.
Chip Adam. That sounds like a secret agent or an adult film star.
Chip Adams. Oh God, no! You just called me a porn star. Really?
I said adult film star.
Basically porn star. Thanks.
Yeah, to each their own. But though Chip Adam does sound like a good wrestling name. I think that should be your new name on this show. Is Chip Adam.
Adams. Chip
Adams.
Yeah, that's the last name.
That's a secret agent name right there.
Chip Adams.
Chip Adams. So from the newly christened Chip Adams, the formerly known as Damian Sawlty G. Now
you said christened to a Jew.
Yeah. And Melissa Foss, because she can't come up with a snazzy broadcast name. That's okay. We call the Crier. That's fine.
Melissa the Crier.
Melissa the Crier. Hey, there you go, Melissa the Crier. And
Connor the Crusher, Melissa the Crier, same kind of
same deal.
dynamic.
So thank you so much. We'll catch you next time, hopefully in less than 3 months. You've been listening to the Sawlty Chip Show. Damon G, Chip Adams, Melissa Foss. Talk to you later.
Chip Adams sounds so weird.
Oh, yeah, and don't be a dick.
Oh, yeah, don't be a dick. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Don't be a dick.